this, and that is something extraordinary. The Ferrari Daytona Sp3. I had the privilege of being at the unveiling of this remarkable car last night. And Flavio Manzoni, who is the head of design for Ferrari, I have to say I am absolutely thrilled that you have chosen to join us here. And I remain amazed at just how you and your team are able to design such works of art, sir.
Dave, thank you so much. Good morning everyone. Good morning all the Ferrari fans and all our colleagues.
What an extraordinary car. And I have to say, Flavio, of course, you are head of design, ultimately with a brand with the heritage and prestige of Ferrari, for you to come up with and to design something that is literally so pleasing to the eye and so desirable to everyone. It must make you very satisfied when you are able to deliver something like this Daytona.
I'm very proud, I have to admit it. It's incredible to see this car now besides one of the most beautiful masterpieces of the history, that is the 330 P3 P4. It has been a fantastic challenge. You can imagine the responsibility to create a new icona and especially a new masterpiece, because the idea was not only to make a car that is beautiful and perform.
I'm listening to you, sorry, talking to my producer.
Don't worry. So not only a fantastic supercar, but also a piece of art. This was our intention. I have to say that the team has been incredible, fantastic.
As I mentioned earlier on, we are absolutely delighted to have Flavio Manzoni, head of design at Ferrari, with us with this wonderful, the next chapter, if I can say that, of the Icona project, and the awesome Daytona Sp3.
This car now together, this unbelievable P3, P4 that are one of my, let's say, masterpieces, one of my, let's say, favorite Ferrari masterpieces of the history. And I think we are all very proud about this project. You know the history of the Icona project.
Indeed, and when you, as a designer and your team, when you take your inspiration from cars of the past, which have been iconic, of course, to design something which is now modern, but to pay heritage and pay homage to that has gone before. Yeah. It's an extraordinary, difficult task, but you achieve it so well.
You know that we started with the Icona project with the, let's say, the Monza. The Monza yes. is not really the modern interpretation of the Monza 7050, but it's the modern interpretation of the Barchetta concept itself. Because this is such an extraordinary architecture that it doesn't exist in the world anymore. So a car that was able to create a fantastic, let's say, symbiosis between man and machine. And the second chapter of this history is the new Icona that we call Daytona Sp3. And here we wanted to catch the spirit of the sport prototype of the 60s and the 70s. Yes. There were such beautiful cars, like not only the P3, P4, but also the 350 Can-Am, for example, the 512S, and so on. They were cars designed for the track and for the performance and to win, yes. but they were also incredible beauties.
Yes.
So it's amazing how they can be so beautiful. They are, let's say, masterpieces. They are pieces of art, although they are designed for the track. So this is the spirit that we wanted to catch with the new Daytona Sp3. And of course, we are talking about a language which is a Ferrari language. It's a lexicon. It's let's say a set of let's say linguistic codes that we wanted to somehow to note at, but we wanted to make a car that is futuristic and very modern. I think you can see it now, and it's beautiful to see the car now on the track.
For sure, and actually it really does not look out of place alongside the heritage and the history. Of course, you are the head of the team, but it must be such a talented team that you have behind you that is able to lead this concept.
I have the fortune to have around me fantastic colleagues. They are designers, modelers, virtual modelers. They are fantastic. They are artists. And I'm very proud about this team. And today, it's my pleasure also to mention all the names of the most important elements of the team that worked on this amazing car. And starting from the exterior design, Carlo Palazzani, Stefano De Simone, Simone Sabatucci, and Jason Furtado did a fantastic job. Regarding the interior is such a beautiful cockpit with a very original design language, as you can see, Dave. And Fabio Massari led the interior design team together with Marco Marino, Nicola Bevilacqua, Andrea Ortile, Gabriele Cataldi, Gabriele Rizzi, and Roberto Mastuzzo. And last but not least, you have seen this beautiful white version, this matte white version with the livery that has been designed by the color and print team, especially Silvia Cavallaro and Silvia Capuano. They did a fantastic job. And they are always ready to, let's say, to offer their support to our clients to make their cars very original, not only because of the shape, but also because the color choice and the liveries and so on. And I want to mention also, if you can, Dave,
please,
the head of the team leader of the project, Corrado Iotti, the engineer that led the project with a fantastic vision. He has been really, really great, understanding perfectly that the beauty is one of the most important qualities of a Ferrari. Ferrari must be not only performant and innovative in terms of technology, but also must be a piece of art.
I've had the privilege of being at the gala dinner last night when this car was unveiled, and I have also had the benefit of coming to Maranello. I've had the benefit of being at the fantastic museum of Ferrari as well, which, may I remind our viewers that some of the earlier successful GT cars that we saw on track just a few moments ago will be on display very, very soon in the Ferrari Museum. But when you look in the museum and you look at the cars that have littered the fantastic Ferrari history with such beauty and with such engineering excellence, I now can understand exactly what a hard and difficult job you and your team have to recreate that and recreate it into a concept which is so beautiful and so modern, of course, with modern materials. But does not that make, Flavio, the people of the past who designed those cars, they were so clever as well, weren't they?
Of course, of course. Sometimes they were masters of in the construction of the metal sheet parts of the car, so they were able, even if maybe they weren't designers, working on cars like that, but they had this kind of artistic approach that probably is the result of the absorption of the artistic culture of Italy. We are surrounded by so many masterpieces.
Indeed.
In art, in architecture, in sculpture, so on. Probably this is one of the reasons why we could, let's say, convey such an incredible aesthetic quality to our products as well.
Flavio, I cannot thank you enough for taking the time to be with us on the air. I know you have to disappear because you will be part of some of the celebrations down there on the track and the photographs, but thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much.
You should be so proud of what you have created, you and your team. Well done indeed. So there we can see the wonderful Daytona SP